Are there any other factors I should be considering? Is there anything you want me to zoom in on? Is there anything you really want me to focus on? Here are the 4 things that I could imagine would be important for us to focus on. Which of these do you think I should focus on most? So you're really engaging them in the process as if they're a peer and y'all are figuring this problem out together. The second tip that I have is around engaging the interviewer. It's kind of related to changing your mindset, but first you have to flip the bit on your mindset to say, okay, this person's a peer, we're solving this problem together. Now that I've got the mindset that we're in this together, now I want to figure out how to actually engage them to get more information that I'll use in my simplification and synthesis process, and also engage them to make sure that if I'm missing something big, they have the opportunity to give me that, point me in a certain direction so they can get the signal that they need on the question, and also so that it's engaging for both of us. For the GCA interview, I want you to switch your mindset from this person is assessing me to this person is my peer and we are going to solve this problem together. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I'm going to check in. I'm going to say, hey, did I miss anything? Are there any other questions I should be asking? Are there any other factors I should be considering? Is there anything you want me to zoom in on? Is there anything you really want me to focus on? Here are the 4 things that I could imagine would be important for us to focus on. Which of these do you think I should focus on most? So you're really engaging them in the process as if they're a peer and y'all are figuring this problem out together. The second tip that I have is around engaging the interviewer. It's kind of related to changing your mindset, but first you have to flip the bit on your mindset to say, okay, this person's a peer, we're solving this problem together. Now that I've got the mindset that we're in this together, now I want to figure out how to actually engage them to get more information that I'll use in my simplification and synthesis process, and also engage them to make sure that if I'm missing something big, they have the opportunity to give me that, point me in a certain direction so they can get the signal that they need on the question, and also so that it's engaging for both of us. For the GCA interview, I want you to switch your mindset from this person is assessing me to this person is my peer and we are going to solve this problem together. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I'm going to check in. I'm going to say, hey, did I miss anything? Are there any other questions I should be asking? Are there any other factors? Hello, welcome to our AMA for this President's Day Monday. Hopefully many of you had the day off, or if you're unemployed, you had the day off anyways. Hopefully you had a nice day today. Sorry I was out last week. I'm back today. I have a little bit of a cold, so no guarantees I'm going to stay on extra if we don't get a lot of questions. But I wanted to make sure we continue doing our AMAs on a weekly basis. This is my way of giving back to the community of people that follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, who are part of the Dream Job Ready community, who are learners of First Round Ready, who watch all of my YouTube videos as they're gearing up for their job searches. So this is really your time to ask me questions that you have about your tech job search, about situations that you're handling with recruiters or in your interview process, or questions you have about the job market, or questions you have about how to do various things from cover letters to resumes to how to dress in an interview. So I'm here to answer your questions. And so as we always do, we're going to go in order of receipt of questions in the chat. So I popped a question or a comment in the chat, just welcoming everyone, no matter what time people join, just letting people know that I'll answer questions one by one, which is what I always do. And then once the questions stop, we will call it a wrap for the day. So one of the things that I've been doing lately has been kind of coming with a bit of a topic in case that we have a little bit of a slow kind of trickle in of people into the AMA, and also to kind of break the ice a little bit and kind of give you some time to think about what you might want to ask. And so first I'm going to start with a quick intro about me. I always forget to do that. So my name is Coach Erika. I have helped over 200 people land their dream jobs at top tier tech companies, including Uber, Airbnb, Google, Meta, you name it. I've probably helped someone get a job there. I have a 93% client success rate, and I'm really proud of that. I think part of that comes from the hard work that my clients put in, but also from the recipe and how I teach people how to show up and be confident in their interviews. So these AMAs are really a way for you to get access to me and ask questions that are specific to your situation or things that you're pondering about if you're in a job search, if you're thinking about starting a job search at some point this year. It's obviously a very unique year in tech, and will definitely be one for the history books. So all rules of last year are off in some ways, and there's a whole new set of rules that are kind of emerging. And so these sessions are a great way to kind of like stay up to date and know what's happening in real time. I have anywhere from like 10 to 15 concurrent clients at any given time that are going through the interview process, and people that are part of the Dream Job Ready community. There's over 100 of us now. Where, we're able to kind of like share what's happening in the job search market, what's happening in tech, and kind of stay on top and relevant on what's going on. So this session is all about me being able to answer questions for you, but I am going to kick it off with a bit of an icebreaker. I have to think about what I want to talk about. I think one of the things that I've been thinking a lot about over the last couple of weeks is really what it means to be part of a job searcher community. I have a community that I just started about a month ago called Dream Job Ready. It's a Discord community. It's completely free, at least for now. And in this community, people can introduce themselves. They can tag themselves based on what they're working on in their job search, whether they're working on their resume or if they're already at final round interviews or they're negotiating their comp. So they can get help from other people that are at that stage or further along than them in their job search. And you can ask for resume reviews and LinkedIn feedback, and you can do peer mock interviews and just within the community. You can also give intel, post jobs that the hiring managers for, offer to refer people, ask for referrals. And so it's really kind of a community just exclusively of people that are looking for jobs, that are engaging with one another. So I've been thinking a lot about what it means to have a healthy community and what it means to be an engaged contributor to a community. And I write a newsletter every week, comes out on Wednesday mornings at about 7:17 a.m. Pacific time. And this week, I'm going to be talking a lot about what it means to be part of a community. I think that we've all seen major changes in the way that we interact in our real world communities. And we're all seeing the emergence of these like very rich, very interesting, very topical, very niche online communities. And I think that people that are going through job searches today who are not leveraging job searcher communities are leaving so much on the table. And if you've never been part of an online community, it can feel really intimidating to join one. So this week's newsletter on the Career Whispers is going to be all about how to find a job seeker community of interest to you, and then how to engage in the community to get the most value. And I myself have already seen in the 1 month that Dream Job Ready has existed, I have seen that the most active community members are the ones that get the jobs the fastest. They're the ones that have the highest success rates. They're the ones who are in and out of the community very quickly. They're the ones that are giving the most, but they're also seemingly getting the most because they're having the best outcomes. So I've been studying the people in my community and trying to understand like what it is that makes people successful at getting a job. Because you didn't join the community because you just wanted to like have new friends. Although you will network with new people and you will probably make new friends if you join Dream Job Ready or any job search community. But you didn't join it for that reason. You joined it because you wanted to have an edge in your job search. And so that's really what I've been studying, and what I'm going to be publishing about on Wednesday at 7:17 a.m. is all about how to find communities and then how to become an active and engaged member of a community, which is correlated with higher, better, faster job search outcomes, like as fast as 2 to 5 times faster than other job searchers. So pretty significant carrot if you're willing to put in the energy and the work into the community. So just wanted to mention that, because I have a community, so it's something that I've been able to study for about a month and a half. And also I've been a part of quite a few online communities, and they're so varied in how people engage and what they, the outcomes and what people are looking for as part of the community. And so it's been really nice and interesting to like watch this fresh community as it's getting started, what it looks like, what are the struggle points, where are people not engaging, why are they not engaging, where are they engaging, what are their outcomes if they do engage. So it's been an interesting kind of data science experiment for me as well. And I do encourage you, if you're in an active job search, to find an online community of job searchers, because it will statistically improve the speed of your job search and the confidence that you bring into your job search. And confidence will almost certainly improve materially your outcomes in interviews, and it will almost certainly improve your negotiating position when you do get an offer. So just a little bit of a teaser, I guess, a trailer of what's going to be in the newsletter this week, coming out on Wednesday morning. But also a reminder to those of you who are job searching is like, this is not something any of us do very often. So like job searching is not a core skill. except for me because I coach people every day. But like before I became a coach, job searching was not a core skill of mine, and it shouldn't be, right? Like if I was spending all this time learning how to be a good job searcher, I probably am not learning how to be a great product leader or engineer. And so I don't expect people coming in to have like really strong job search skills. And by the time you get good at it in your job search, you're going to take a job and you're not going to search for another job again for a few years. And so it's just naturally something that we're a little out of our depth on every time we go through a job search. And so you're kind of coming in with weak, atrophied muscles and you got to get fit really quickly. And I think the other thing that I would say to people is like, it's also very lonely. And if you are losing confidence in your job search, which happens to many of us when we go through job searches and you're not like getting a job offer in the first week and you're applying to a lot and you're getting a lot of no's, you're getting ghosted, which is a terrible feeling. Just realizing that being part of a community provides like an active way to put that energy into the world and have it reciprocated. Because other people in the community are also job searching and they're also getting ghosted and they're also cold applying and they're also having difficult results just like you are, and their expectations versus reality are kind of getting hip checked. And so I think that the other wonderful benefit of a community outside of the obvious outcome-based benefits that I've already described, 2 to 5x speed on landing a job, is just like the sense of community and the sense of not feeling alone and not letting that like loneliness that comes from job searching impact your confidence, which does correlate with outcomes. So that's all I'm going to say about becoming part of a job searcher community, because I'm obviously very passionate about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend the time and energy hosting my own job searcher community. But it's something that's definitely worth looking into if you are in an active job search or thinking about starting an active job search. There's so much information you can gain from observing other job searchers and listening and reading their intel and reading their stories that will give you an advantage going into your job search if you're going to be thinking about starting one later in the year. Okay, so that's my spiel on why you should join a job searcher community. I'm going to turn it over to you to ask questions. I think we've got a couple people on the line. I'm going to answer questions in order. As I mentioned at the top of the hour, I do have a bit of a cold, so I'm not like at 120% like I normally am. So if there are no questions, I am going to pull the plug and call this early so I can rest a little bit and hope to feel a little bit better tomorrow. So I'm going to give it 10 seconds, take a sip of water, and then wait and see if we get a question in the chat. And if not, then we will call it a night, and I will see you all next week. All right, this is a 3-second countdown. I'm going to count down from 3, and then I'm going to give a little bit of an outro, and we will meet again tomorrow or next week. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was the final call and questions. Thanks for joining tonight. As a reminder, if you are in an active job search, I've already talked about community, so I won't talk about that anymore. If you want to join the Dream Job Ready community, you can check the links in the description of this video, and you can just click that link. You'll be invited, and you can join the community right away and start helping and getting help from others. And I do suggest if you're joining a community that you subscribe to the Career Whispers, which is also, I believe, also in the description of this video. This is my free weekly newsletter. You can pay to be a subscriber and you get extra content and my eternal gratitude. Or you can be a free subscriber and you'll get this newsletter post on Wednesday that will tell you all about how to get ramped up, become a known quantity, and what to actually do to engage in a community to get those outcomes that we talked about. So that's all in the description of this video as well. And then the last thing you should look at in the job description, in this description of this video, job description, see, I'm always in coach mode, is look out for First Round Ready. This is my 77-minute digital course that has helped people have a 93% chance of passing an interview. Like, what other coach can guarantee that you're going to have a 93% chance of passing? And I can give this guarantee because I've helped hundreds of people land their dream jobs over 2 years. Before I even built the course, I spent 2 years one-on-one working with people to develop the frameworks, the strategies, the way to answer questions that I teach in this course. So I'm very confident that this will help you pass your first round interview, which is the first thing you have to do to get an onsite, to get an offer, to get a job. Okay. So check out First Round Ready. It's extremely affordable. There's also pricing based on the region of the world. So if you are not in the US, you will see different pricing that represents the purchasing power that you experience in your country. So trying to make sure it's accessible to everyone. So check that out. And if I don't see you in Dream Job Ready, or see you as a purchaser of First Round Ready and one of our learners, then I will look forward to having you join again next week. So we'll meet again February 27th, 5 p.m. Pacific. Looking forward to chatting with everyone on a real work day when you're all actively engaged in thinking about your job search. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next week.